Court summons President Tinubu, Akpabio. Orders over River State emergency rule. My dear listeners, here is an interesting episode of Gist I bring to your listening ears today. Now moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Now the details. A federal high court in Port Harcourt has issued a summons to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and 7 others regarding the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State. The others named in the suit include the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, the Speaker of the House of the Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, the National Assembly and the Attorney General of the President of the Federation. Also joined in the suit are the Rivers Sole Administrator, Vice Admiral Tuk Ibok Itelibas, the Revenue and Fiscal Mobilization Commission, and the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), according to the news agency of Nigeria. The case, filed under suit number FHC PHCS 45/2025, was brought by the Incorporated Trustees of People, Life Improvement Foundation, Precious Elekimaland, Inanna Wright Ari. The plaintiffs are challenging the legality of the emergency declaration and seeking the court interpretation of its constitutionality. Among the key questions raised is whether President Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State on March 18, 2025 is unconstitutional, null and void. The plaintiffs argues that the move constitutes a breach of Article 13 of the African Charter and Human and People's Rights of Ratification and Enforcement Act and Section 305(3)(b) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, the amendment. They are also seeking a court order restraining the Rivers State administrator from appointing caretaker committees for the 23 local government councils, forming a state executive council, awarding contracts or making any financial transactions from the state treasury. Additionally, the plaintiffs are demanding the restoration of democracy in Rivers State by reinstating the suspended executive and legislative arms of government. Furthermore, they are asking the court to issue a perpetual injunction restraining the president from further suspecting democratically elected officials in the state. The court has given the defendant to 30 days to respond to the summons. It warned that failure to respond could result in the case proceedings in their absence. The legal action was filed by Ebere R. Ugojal ESQ on behalf of the plaintiffs. My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Moving down to the comment section, the first comment I have here says, "There is no judiciary in Nigeria. We are now in a state of emergency in Nigeria. Buhari and Tinubu has destroyed both the judiciary and the country." A comment too says, on the river issue, President Tinubu did his best to settle Fubara and Wike, but the moment Fubara got back to Port Harcourt, his sycophant and the enemy of his glory will advise him otherwise. Nigerians should stop supporting disloyalty. Disloyalty is the reason why the politicians turn their back at Nigerians. After voting for them, President Tinubu acted in the national interest. Another comment here says, "Stop saying there is no court. Absence of court means anarchy, revolution, lawlessness." And the last comment here says, What court is that? The same APC court they have in their pocket. It doesn't have the jurisdiction to summon these people. Both the judges, Senate President, and the President himself are the same cabal, and that brought this nation to the shambles it is today. My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news.